Good morning, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters. We're here at the Sherwin Williams manufacturing plant in Orlando, and we are epoxy coating their mezzanine floor. And this plant was built in like 1972, and this floor, here, it's kind of hard to describe what it's made out of. It's not concrete, or maybe it was at one time. I'm sure it was at one time, but they just have tons and tons and tons of different coatings. So, I mean, since 1972 to now on this floor, and it's just almost like the floor feels like just rubber. So it's real odd substrate, and there's just thousands and thousands of gouges. They have forklifts, pallet jacks, these hand truck looking things here, I mean, all over the place. And it just scrapes the heck out of this floor. Like I said, it's like a rubberish type of floor, so it really gouges this floor up really bad. Now, there's just so many contaminants on this floor as well. So we came in yesterday, clean. I mean, floor scrubbers, you know, rotary turbo tips, degreaser, all that stuff on this floor to get some of the contaminants up. And they're not wanting it to look like glass or anything like it's some showroom floor, so doesn't have to be that sophisticated, but at the same time they want it to look good. So what we're doing is what we have down now, this gray that you see, this is actually a primer. This is a two-part epoxy primer called Armor Seal 33. And this is how it comes. It comes in these 1 gallon A to like a half a gallon B. So what we're doing is going to do this entire floor. We're kind of at a little bit of a stopping point. I had to send one of my guys down to Sherwin Williams, to the paint store actually, and get some reducer for this primer. It's reducer 54 for this primer. So we're protecting all these tanks here. These thin down tanks are called. And what we're doing with this first primer here, we're just trying to put a nice thin coat down this floor. What we're basically doing is trying to lock back any contaminants, and we want to be able to achieve like fantastic adhesion, because I think just putting the epoxy down alone, even though we're using a Armor Seal 1000, that's a really good two-part epoxy. I mean, fantastic epoxy. I still think it's a really great product, has great adhesion properties. I still think you're going to be in better shape using the Armor Seal 33 primer as your undercoat than putting the Armor Seal 1000 over the top of this. A lot of times when you paint floors or epoxy coat floors without using a primer first, you'll see a lot of these like fish eyes, little bubbles and stuff in your finish coat. I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, you go in to do a big warehouse floor, and you can clean the heck out of them floors, but it just seems like you roll on or squeegee on those that two-part epoxy, and just seems you'll always see these little fish eyes, little bubbles and stuff in the product. Armor Seal 33 is designed to eliminate that problem, so we'll have a nice, solid, uniform finish when we're done. And actually, what we're doing on this primer is we're actually just rolling this out. We're using a solvent resistant core roller sleeves. We're just rolling all this down. Like I said, we're just waiting for one of my guys to get back here. We're going to mix up another batch and apply incorporate the reducer 54 into it, thin it out a little bit more, get a little further spread rate out of it. Like I said, we're just trying to lock back the contaminants and just cover the entire floor so the Armor Seal 1000 finish coating has something really, really good to bite to and grab onto. They're pretty rough with this floor up here. Like I said, they're just non-stop. This factory puts out so much paint, it's not even funny. So they're just constantly on the move. I mean, work boots, pallet jacks, forklifts, you name it, it's on this floor. So, and they've come in here through the years and applied epoxy coatings a bunch of times. The problem is, you know, primer was never used, and the other real problem is a clear coat was never used. You have to use a protective clear coat over your finish coat, or you just might as well not even do the project. It's an absolute waste of time to epoxy coat a floor, any floor. It's a total waste of time if you're not going to apply a protective clear coating over the top of your epoxy. It's absolutely 100% vital that you do that. So, like I said, today we're going to put down this Armor Seal 33, the primer. Come back tomorrow after it dries overnight. We're going to apply the Armor Seal 1000 finish coat epoxy. And then we'll take Thursday off for Christmas Day. Friday we'll come back and we're going to clear coat this floor. So right now, like I said, I got my guy down picking up the Reducer 54. I'm going to get all this prepped here. So we can come in here, and well, like I said, we're just rolling on the primer today. Tomorrow we're going to come in here with notch squeegees, and we're going to squeegee out all the epoxy on this entire floor. It'll give it a really nice look, smooth look. It goes on a lot thicker with a squeegee than it does with rollers. So, but I'll show you how bad, you know, this floor is in pretty bad shape. Those metal pieces, those squares, those are actual, there's two of them, there's actual dock plates. They're stainless steel metal, so we don't want to paint those. But that's where we're at with the primer right now. And we'll take it all the way around here. And this is where they drive their forklifts around. It's like a big circle. They drive the forklifts right through here and the pallet jacks right through here. They come right down this row right here, out to there. So I'll make another video tomorrow of us applying the finish coating. I thank you again for stopping by and listening to me ramble on about this epoxy floor. I really appreciate it. 2 days before Christmas. Hope everyone has a safe and Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you again after the holidays. Thank you very much.